course, Richard Series here. With Together out now, since the film, of course, stars both Alison Brie and Dave Franco, who are, of course, married in real life, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite Alison Brie film and TV projects. Because, of course, she has done lots of really good, films and TV projects over the years. So here is my official top 10 list. Alright. Coming in at number 10 is a recent one that came out last year on Peacock, which is titled Apples Never Fall. This, of course, is the show explores betrayal and hidden truths, where like family secrets after their mother, their mother vanishes here. You have Alison Brie who plays Amy Delaney, one of the four siblings unraveling their family's secrets. She is really terrific here. Really plays the part well. Sam Neill and Annette Bening is also great. Jake Lacey's terrific too. Really good little series on Peacock that definitely is really well worth a watch. Alright, number 9 is a film actually, number 9 and 8 are actually directed by her real life husband, Dave Franco. Number 9 is The Rental. The Rental, of course, came out back in 2020, starring Alison Brie, Jeremy Allen White, Dan Stevens, directed by Dave Franco. Here, of course, you have Brie, who plays Michelle, part of a couple on a intensification in a horror thriller where like two couples rent a seaside house. Secrets and a sinister host unravel their getaway here. Brie is really terrific. Jeremy Allen White, of course, before like The Bear came out and stuff. He's terrific. Really good little horror film worth giving a go there. All right, number 8. I'm going with another Dave Franco film, Somebody I Used to Know, which of course directed by Dave Franco, starring Jay Ellis, Kirstie Clemens, Haley Joel Osment was in this. Here you got Brie, who plays Allie, who's a workaholic who reconnects with her ex, Sean, played by Jay Ellis. It is a really nice little rom-com worth giving a go. It has some really fun, nice humor, nice heartbreaks. Really good little film. And of course, it's on Amazon if you guys are interested. Alright, number 7 is the comedy Get Hard. Get Hard is hilarious. Here, of course, you got Will Ferrell, who plays a character, who plays like this rich guy, who is, of course, gets arrested and is preparing for prison, with the help of Kevin Hart. Of course, Alison Brie plays like Will Ferrell's, pretty much, gold digging of a wife here. Alison Brie is really hilarious in her parts. Craig T. Nelson plays her father here. He's terrific. The dynamic chemistry between Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell is hilarious. Get Hard is just really fun. Definitely has some fun laughs to it. You also had like T.I. Harris was also in this. Some other really cool cast members. It's well worth a watch. Alright. Number 6 is the Lego Movie. Now here she voices the character of Unikitty, who's a unicorn cat hybrid. And I love the Lego Movie. She definitely had some fun parts to it. I really quite liked her voice here. I really quite like the Lego Movie. Unikitty definitely shows loads of scenes. There was also a Unikitty TV show as well on Cartoon Network, which I don't think Alison Brie returned her voice there, but it is still worth a watch. You guys have seen that. Alright. Number 5 is the Netflix series Glow. Of course, here you got Alison Brie, who plays Ruth Water, who's an aspiring actress turned wrestler. It is, of course, about the 1980s gorgeous ladies of wrestling, and her performance here is really awesome. She steals a lot. She is really amazing throughout. Of course, she transforms into Zoya the Destroyer, diving the show's mix of campy, fun, personal struggles. Sadly, the series only lasted for about 3 or 2 seasons. It was supposed to get another season, but I guess because of the pandemic and everything, they ended up having to cancel it and stuff. Unfortunate there. But Glow was a really good show. It's such a shame they canceled it, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright. Coming in at number 4 is Scream 4. Scream 4, of course, she doesn't really have much to do here. She pretty much plays Rebecca Waters, who's Sidney Prescott's publicist. And, of course, her scene, she ends up, spoiler, she ends up getting killed in the parking garage. And yeah, probably a memorable death scene, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, Alison Brie, I really did quite like her part here. Her some of her scenes were pretty fun. Her like dynamic chemistry with with us, Dave Campbell Sidney was pretty fun. I mean, the time she actually had on here was pretty cool. All right, number three is The Little Hours. Now, The Little Hours is where like Sister Alexandra, she plays the character Sister Alexandra, and it's a medieval comedy about like where real Alison Brie plays like a nun in a chaotic convent where like lust and mischief run wild here, and you also have like Aubrey Plaza, Dave Franco, the late Aubrey Plaza's late husband slash director Jeff Biana. He's the director of this. They actually did work together in a few other times, like the movie Joshi, uh, that not so good Netflix movie Horse Girl, which I did try and watch. That didn't do anything for me. She was actually good in it. Just Horse Girl wasn't so good. But The Little Hours is definitely a really good one. Really hilarious, super raunchy, very controversial because it is a R-rated comedy about nuns. But it is a really good one, worth giving a go. All right. Coming in at number two is Sleeping with Other People. Sleeping with Other People is a really nice little comedy. It stars Alison Brie and Jason Sudeikis, where like Brie stars as Lainey, a serial cheater trying to move on from like unhealthy relationships, and she of course follows her bond with Jake, played by Sudeikis, a pro as they navigate love and temptation. And it's a little bit like, let's say, those other movies like Friends with Benefits and No Strings Attached. Definitely very similar to those type of movies. It was also directed by Leslie Headland, who just directed episodes of The Acolyte. This is actually definitely one of her better directing gigs. It's really decent. It is charming. The chemistry between Brie and us, I think it's really good. Definitely give that one a go. And her best project is obviously Community. Of course, Alison Brie playing Annie Edison, a Type A overachieving student at Greendale Community College. It, of course, follows a quirky study group navigating absurd campus antics. Obviously, you have people like Donna Glover, Ken Jeong. It is a really hilarious series. Fun characters. I was a little late to the party with Community. I mean, I didn't really watch it until like it starts, until like hit is like third or fourth season. It's still a really hilarious show. It is definitely worth a watch. Joe McHale's great in this. Communities, of course, from the Russo Brothers. The Russo Brothers also, made the show too. Obviously, they were going to direct the, Captain America films, the last two Avengers films and stuff. They did, did a good job with the series too. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it, and hopefully we get that Community movie down the line. But we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. 10, Apple's Number 4. 9, The Rental. 8, Somebody I Used to Know. 7, Get Hard. 6, The Lego Movie. 5, Glow. 4, Scream 4. 3, The Little Hours. 2, Sleeping with Other People. And number 1, Community. Now, she's been in some other really good stuff over the years as well. Of course, Mad Men she was really good in. I actually did quite like Mad Men. I was never like a big Mad Men guy. I forgot she appeared on Hannah Montana. Cool there. Some of her other TV projects: BoJack Horseman, Teachers, Dr. Ken, Star Wars Visions, Rick and Morty. Of course, her other film credits includes like The Disaster Artist, Promising Young Woman. I probably should have had that on my list. She was really good in that. Kings of Summer, Montana Amazon, 5 Years Engagement. I mean, I've always, Weathering with You. That was pretty good. She's been some really good stuff over the years. But let me ask you guys, what are some of your favorite Alison Brie film or TV projects? What are some of your favorite films of hers? Some of your favorite TV projects of hers? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is